Still about an hour before this starts. Already with Gavin today. He's already chowing down his pizza. Admittedly, this is the first real meal I've had since I got here. But thankfully, we are in good shape.
Can we go up to checkers?
I don't know. Good question. I guess you can ask and see if they'll take it.
I mean, I do have a spare ticket, so...
Yeah, I'll just eat these 2 slices. That's all I really need. I don't know about the cash bar, I guess.
$5 for that.
Yeah, I know. That's stupid. It's just my honest opinion, but the drinks are good, though.
I ate something to drink on my tea.
Yep. What's crazy, there's still like about 45 minutes before this is supposed to start, and already we've got people filing in and grabbing food and drinks. So
I wonder if they make this here. I wonder where this is from.
I don't know.
It's good pizza.
But you got a ton of pizza. You got a ton of pizza, buddy.
I'm hungry. I'm one hungry boy. I haven't eaten since I think 10 this morning.
So when you were in New York?
No, when I was on the plane here, I had breakfast on the plane here.
I see. Hey, Mark.
What's up? That looks good.
Yeah. There's a cash bar up there. They do have
Don't get the
beverage.
soda. It's $5 for.
Yeah, it's expensive as hell.
And it's like $11 for a little can of beer. I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't see.
Probably like 10.
I suppose they're giving this out, the pizza out for free. They got to make their money somehow. All right. Where is... You see Connor anywhere?
I haven't seen him.
Yeah, I texted him. I told him we were here. They took it over there.
I wonder if he's aware that the Enzo man has arrived.
I don't know. I don't know if he registered for the convention, so I don't even know if he's a part of this thing. I wish Anderson was still here, man.
Yeah, it's unfortunate he has to leave.
Yeah, I just got a nice moment filmed. Good content for the vlog. Mr. Connor just showed up.
$5 for your soda, buddy.
Thankfully, we had enough. I'm already getting through my stuff. Honestly, I don't know how I'm going to format this video. I think it's just going to be, I'll just film random moments and compile it together.
I don't know how you'll do it. Very carefully.
Very carefully. That is an inside reference that we have. So if you want, I can explain it later, but it would get very interesting. But anywho, look at the line. So this is a well-attended welcome reception. Now, we have been told there is a special film presentation at some point or another, so I'm assuming that will start at some point. Yeah? Okay. Yeah.
My mom told me that the kids.
Okay. So, good crowd on hand tonight. Glad to see this place vibing right now.
Hey guys, free Pan Am timetable from Airliners International. Let's take a look. This is from 91. Oh, there is? Oh yeah, way back here.
Oh, look at how condensed they are now. Look.
That was their final timetable.
Yeah, this was their, what Mark said, final timetable. Look at that, that's cool.
Yep, no San Antonio anymore. Just
All they had was Miami to Paris. That was their only international, or transatlantic, I should say. They still had plenty of South America stuff.
Yep. They got Chicago, Detroit. They don't have Minneapolis anymore. They never serve Sioux Falls, as far as I can tell.
They have all the C configs, A300,
The A300, wow.
72s, 74s. They have the South America config and the typical config, and then we have a bunch of schedules in here.
Yep.
Gavin, don't touch.
Thanks. Yep.
Yep. Very, very nice. How's the welcome reception going for you guys?
Very good.
Doing good, Mark?
It's good.
Yep, loving it. LAS? Doing good?
Yep.
Loving it. Perfect.
Flight 766.
What's up, guys?
To New York and leaving in just 2 hours. Many people who work at the airport will now work together, doing a variety of jobs to get this plane ready to leave on its next flight on time.
Connor.
Just got him.
According to
What up, bro?
operators called jetways, enable the passengers to leave the plane
Oh,
quickly and
yeah,
comfortably
there we go.
regardless of the weather.
Wow.
Arrive from the city
Oh, yeah.
Bonanza.
Todd models.
to the airport.
Todd reference. Radar equipped.
To transcontinental jet flights.
Yeah,
This is the
the guy
Williamson
with the
family.
pipe. Can you build
Judy and
Chris
Bob
working the
Williamson
film
are flying
projector.
with their
Here in
parents on
airport.
Flight 766
Cigarette
to visit their grandparents in New York City. Mr. Williamson purchased his ticket several days ago at a ticket agency, so the Williamsons can check in at a counter for passengers who already have their tickets.
1962.
One job at a
Now.
modern jet airport is handling the luggage for all the people who fly in and out. First of all,
Absolutely
the luggage
incredible.
must
This is
weigh
too organized to be an
plane.
airport.
Then each bag is tagged.
That's another $50.
IDL
Yeah, right.
Airport in New York. This machine electronically directs the luggage to the proper flight.
Outstanding.
RCA 400 when I was 14. I used to get, they had these free film services in the 70s, okay? Both McDonnell Douglas and Boeing had a film library, and if you wrote to them and made up a fake name, which I don't remember what name I used as a kid, but I was 15 years old, and I would write to Boeing and McDonnell Douglas, and they would send me these packs of films. I got 10 times as much mail as my parents when I was 14 and 15. One of the great ones from Boeing was a 20-minute film on how to quick change a 727 to 200. To 100, whatever. It was a QC, how to QC a Boeing aircraft. And I used to watch these in my bedroom with my own, I mean, nobody had VCRs or anything back then. Nobody had anything like that. And I used to sit there in my
Definitely
bedroom
not
and watch.
YouTube.
Besides the airline films, one of the coolest ones was American Steel Association did one on the making of the St. Louis Arch, which is an amazing film. Oh, yeah. And the only place to see it now, they've controlled it now. The only place to see it is to pay $10 to see it at the Arch, but it's an amazing, like, 28-minute film. Truly amazing film. So, 880,
Yes.
and then we'll do one more after that, and then I'll be done.
Hopefully we get that laptop over
Did
here.
you get a hold of?
Yep, I got Bill, he's heading to the office.
Okay. So this one is called, it's from the TWA Jack Fry International Training Center here in Baltimore and Kansas City. It's called 880 Emergency Equipment. It's 12 minutes long.
Outstanding.
Did you have to return them to Boeing when you got
Yeah,
them?
every time,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
When
had
you
to
borrowed
send
the
it back?
films, you had to return them.
Yeah.
And if you didn't return them, yeah, they didn't send anymore.
Yeah, okay. Like,
And what was neat too, back then, not only would they send them to you, they'd also send you a franked return label, so they'd pay for
yes,
postage both ways.
exactly. Yeah, just.
Wow.
And
Stick
they
it
had
back
the
on the box.
American,
Just like a broken model
Modern
airplane.
Talking Picture Service was one of the places. I got travel logs from all over the world, man. And I sat there in my
Travel
bedroom.
logs
This is
from all
days
over the
before
world.
VCRs and everything. I used to watch
I
them
got
in my
travel
bedroom.
logs from all over the world, man.
Lights out. Lights out. Lights out. There you go. Lights out.
All right.
I'm sorry about the sound. The tensiometer is really noisy.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. Oh yeah, there we go.
Here we go.
Philip is driving to the airport with his
Oh,
father.
that's really good.
Philip's father is a pilot, and for Philip, today is going to be a very
Ooh, Air New
special
Zealand.
day.
Yep.
Up in the airport control tower, the traffic controller
My friend Andy would love this.
Yeah.
Coming into land.
Yeah.
It's a special. Sweet.
It's been a busy day, this visit to an airport.
Got to give you a warning there. They forgot. Yeah, they forgot the warning about the lights.
That's all right.
All right, John Jameson now taking over. We'll go to voiceover.
Hopefully we get a tour.
All right, here we go, guys. So this is a quick look at the slideshow that was presented to us after the film presentation at Airliners International 2024 in Kansas City during the welcome reception. So John Jameson took the podium and talked about the history of Kansas City, the airports, and the airlines, and I took a few pictures along the way. So this is the first photo that I have. Before, he was talking about some photos that were taken at the downtown Kansas City airport, back when that used to be the primary airport for all passenger operations in the Kansas City area. But by the 70s, they had opened up the Mid-Continent International Airport, and all the passenger operations transferred up to there. So I took a few pictures of some more interesting, at least to me, aircraft and airlines that were present within the slideshow. So the first one that I have here is this Air Nebraska Embraer EMB-110. This was taken in June of '81. They were a small commuter airline that was based out of Omaha or Lincoln. Was one of the two. I don't remember for sure, but it was up in Nebraska there in the name. And they flew little EMB-110s, which Mid-Continent did as well for a couple years during the same time frame. And then moving on, we have this Eastern 727. This was taken the following summer in July of '82. And this 727 for Eastern. So this would have flown from likely Atlanta or Miami, just one of those two destinations. They didn't have too much, but I do have a 1980 timetable that I'm going to grab real quick. Very fortunate to have a Eastern timetable from around the time that this photo was taken, but it is a couple years older. Now, they didn't serve Kansas City at that time. They only had St. Louis. So between 80 and 82, when this photo was taken, they did not have Kansas City. So it was added then sometime around probably like I want to say 81 or 82. So I should have gotten a timetable from a little later if I'd known that. But either way, there's that information. And then next up we have this Mississippi Valley Airlines. This is a Shorts 330 actually, which is a smaller variant of the Shorts 360, a more well-known variant of the Shorts aircraft. So another one of these commuter airlines that existed. But I do like the livery overall. Nice and colorful with a blue and kind of like a green or yellow color. So nice contrast there on the livery. And then moving along, we have this Air 1 727, and they were like this kind of like a business class airline or something like that. It was a very interesting airline that operated in Kansas City. So that photo was taken in April of 1984 at the Kansas City International Airport. So go ahead and pull up some information, not on the Italian carrier, but it doesn't look like there's a whole lot. Probably would have been McLean Airlines. That's what they operated as, I think. Yeah, so it was supposed to be acquired by Air 1. However, they went into Chapter 11 bankruptcy before the acquisition was completed. So there doesn't seem like there's a Wikipedia article, but McLean was supposed to be part of Air 1 before Air 1 went out of business. Moving along, we have Air Midwest. This is another one of those commuter airlines. This is a Swearingen Metroliner, or Metro 2 specifically. They operated on behalf of Eastern Airlines, American Airlines, TWA, Ozark Airlines, U.S. Airways. So they operated on behalf of quite a few notable airlines during the 80s. They started in 1965, commenced operations 67, and they shut down in 2008 when by their parent company, Mesa Airlines. And then continuing on, here's a Braniff Express Saab 340 that existed. This is in the very, as it was described, controversial Reebok livery, which is very similar to the brand, of course. But this is a part of Braniff 2 specifically. This was taken in April of '89, and Braniff 2, they ceased operations in November of that year. So this did not last very long after the photo was taken. And then I have a little video here, so I'll just play that. I'll play some little excerpt of it.
Showed they had 747 passenger service here. So I believe this was a charter flight into Kansas City. But 1979, with the larger runways, as well as the larger terminal facilities, they did have the capability of serving 747s, and here's evidence of one back in February of 1971.
Flying colors red.
So during the few post-deregulation years, Braniff International used Kansas City as a hub and was then flying to 19 cities as far east as Philadelphia and west to Seattle, using both the 727-100 and 200 series aircraft. Here's an example seen taxiing toward the terminal complex after having landed. November 424BN, wearing the red Aztec gold flying colors.
Ooh, yes.
July 1969, so from the late 1970s into the early 1980s, Frontier continued to use the Mountain Master Convair 580 on flights from Kansas City to Joplin, Missouri, Lincoln, and Omaha, Nebraska, as well as Manhattan, Kansas.
Yep, Mountain Master.
This picture here is a Convair 580 seen parked at the gate, at gate 19, and being prepared for another regional flight.
Ooh, there we go.
Clamshell.
That's my mojo.
Yeah,
Well, it
so-
just so it doesn't blow any of the the other ground equipment there.
does.
Oh yeah, there was a blast issue.
Yeah,
A
all
blast
the
issue.
foreign object debris. Hope they don't blow that into the glass.
You will.
Otherwise, the airport needs some new glasses afterwards.
They didn't want the glass, but if you were around on the ground, it would hit you.
Yeah.
Totally so.
Oh, look at this.
There we go.
Outstanding.
Can't forget TWA. So we had the old twin globe scheme. Here's a picture of a TWA L1011 TriStar, September of 1989 here in Kansas City. I'm sorry, that date is not correct. It wasn't 1989, it was 1982.
That sounds
That's
better.
a typo. During 1980, TWA continued to be a major tenant here at Kansas City for both maintenance and overhaul of the fleet, as well as the #1 airline operating to the airport with service to no less than 17 destinations, including nonstop service to Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Chicago, and New York LaGuardia. Here, November 31024 is parked on the maintenance ramp and reflecting the sun nicely.
That's good for jet photos, I'll say.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, look at this type. Denver Ports a Call.
So Denver Ports a Call was one of the largest and most well-known member-based travel clubs in the 1970s into the 1980s, homeported in Denver, Colorado. Their aircraft could be seen worldwide on various member group travel charters and other charters not for their members. So Kansas City was a rare location. Usually you see these aircraft either on the West Coast, San Diego, Los Angeles, especially during the winter months, Phoenix, Arizona, down into Mexico. However, December 1980, this was caught here at Kansas City International at the gate during a winter charter flight. November 7512 Alpha, originally delivered to American Airlines in May 1959.
That's basically everything that I have. So overall, a very nice presentation of the history of Kansas City with the airlines and the airports. Overall, a great presentation from John Jameson. I did get his book, The Departed Wings, on LAX in the 80s and into 1990. Connor and I are collaborating on that, and that will be coming out probably around August or so, because again, I've got way too much content scheduled here for July. So unfortunately, that video won't be coming out until then. But either way, we'll be good to go with that once we get the scheduled content out, and then we'll move into the bonus content. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little video on the welcome reception, and we'll see you guys in the next video.